How did the government and residents combat the corona?
Yes. The Qatar government, the moment the COVID-19 was here, they did a Qatar national response plan set out. They set out a Qatar response plan where they ensured that the health and well-being and prosperity of Qatar peoples are protected by taking action to prepare, monitor, respond, and recover from any outbreak. The response plan was timely and it was proportionate and effective, of course. We are aware as we are aware that there is number of deaths are very low in Qatar. There was sufficient healthcare capacity has been available to treat all those who are infected. If you see today's newspaper, actually, it was reported the COVID-19 mortality rate in Qatar has been tenfold lower than that of the global average. So also, the number of patients in ICU is much lower comparing to other countries. Of course, healthcare workers across the country have been specifically trained and effectively to respond for such an outbreak. Efforts were there to strengthen the infection prevention and control, case management, laboratory procedures, etc., has been prioritized. Qatar has more than sufficient healthcare facilities and the staff to cope up this pandemic. Government also set up multiple number of hospitals for specifically dedicated for the COVID-19 treatment. And they had contingency plans aligned with the private hospitals. Let us say, if this goes out of control, then they had also aligned with the private hospitals, to come together and support so that it could be controlled. Of course, we did not reach that situation. So now the numbers, if you see today, it's 200, 215 only. So it's quite within control. And the restrictions, measures, what they implemented, there are, I think, these kind of measures, I think most of the nations have in place, like travel restrictions. There are international flights, the 14-day quarantine for returning people, and suspension of public private schools, etc. Banning the public gatherings, dining in cafes and restaurants, cancellation of all these routine medical appointments for non-serious cases, non-emergency were stopped. So these measures were also work from home. The initiative, about 80% of the private sector employees were made to work from home, and also 55 plus age group, pregnant women, and those with chronic illnesses have been asked to work from home, private as well as government. Face mask, of course, it's everywhere. And they came up with this Yatras, we have app, which is on our mobile. Everybody has to have, it's a mandatory app, should be. And it will give you daily updates and track the COVID spread and control. So general public also well supported with the Ministry of Public Health guidelines. As a result, at one time, the cases are about 3,000, and it has now come to 200. So it says a lot.
Great.
Having worked in most of the Gulf countries, I must say that the Qatar healthcare system is in the forefront, and they have excellent facilities here, and medicine and treatment for all people, including citizens and expatriates, have been provided free of cost almost. It's a very good thing for people.
Yeah.
I myself, Valerian, just to finish.
Yes. Go ahead. Yeah.
What they did is, I myself was called 2 times for COVID test. I had because they did a random people calling about 50 plus. So I was called 2 times in 2 months. So for the test. So such moves and thing to contain and the safety of the people was well taken care of. Really, I must say that.
Okay.
What is the impact on education and learning? How did the students cope up with the online learning along with the parents who were working from home? And what is the future of e-learning, if it's going to stay, and what are the new concepts of education in the future? What do you say about this, Mr. Aloysius?
Rajesh, the following detection of this COVID, here government suspended schools like about 11th of March, they suspended all the physical classes. So the school managers and parents and also students considered thinking that it was a temporary measure. So it may resume in a few weeks, but it did not happen. As days passed, the positive cases started increasing and there was no hope of resuming schools with the classroom teaching. So then the government allowed schools to commence online learning, which was totally a new concept to teachers as well as for students and parents. higher grades able to cope up with this, but the KG and the lower grades, grade 5 up to, I can say, they are finding it hard because the parents had to have sacrificed their work and stay with them because while kids are going through these online classes. However, now most of them are teachers as well as students. I think they are used to the system of e-learning now. Having stated, majority of the students and parents and teachers, they want to get back to their normal school. Of course, yes. E-learning is one of the area which could be considered as an option for future where there is a physical attendance is not possible. Of course, it has got its own pros and cons. Parents would definitely will like their children attending school, which they are used to, and believe that it has its own benefits.
Right.
Like when there is a laptop is on, parents cannot keep a track of children what they are doing.
Every parent has got the same issue.
Yes.
Yes.
So sometimes they are on a class, sometimes they are watching a wrestling match or something else. So
Yeah.
difficult. Like
Correct.
my youngest son, he is very happy with the online classes. He says that, I don't have to get up early morning and
Yes.
don't have to wait for the bus. So he, in between break, he can play games on the laptop.
Yeah.
So fully
And,
engaged.
and they will sleep also in between. They keep the laptop on, they sleep in there, they will have an app there. And actually, in one way it is good, but one physical activities will not be there. That is the main thing.
That's what I was going through. Like professional college and universities. My second son is in the university now. He's doing medicine. So for him, I feel that it is a setback because those medical students have to attend practicals and everything. So for them, it's an issue. But the university has come up with a blended learning because in a week, 1 or 2 times, he has to go and attend practicals. So it is good.
What is your call to viewers to support News Karnataka and why?
Yeah, my message to the viewers, I may be sounding that I'm preaching, but the fact is, everyone has to realize that this coronavirus is no caste, no creed, no nationality, rich or poor. Anyone is vulnerable for this infection. It did not even spare a US president. So you imagine. For some, this COVID may be very mild or no symptoms at all. For others, it may take them closer to death and then recover back. So few, of course, it led to death. So we have lost many of our beloved ones during this pandemic. So I would say it's really a time for us, for people, to examine ourselves and see where we have failed in our past, in fulfilling our mission in this life, which our Creator has given us.
Right.
So try to do good to others and make life worth living. So at this time, I remember one very nice, meaningful Kannada song. ಉಳಿತು ಮಾಡು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ನೀನಿರುವುದು 3 ದಿವಸ. So for those who don't follow English, Kannada, do good to others in this life because life is only for 3 days. So this my colleagues Deepak and Simon, they boosted my confidence to come to this platform. And Valerian and Rajesh, when I heard that Rajesh I know from Dubai, and of course now I know you also. I recollected meeting you in UAE. So you News Karnataka gave me a platform. So I think future interviews I am ready.
Yes.
So News Karnataka, what I heard and what I read, that you have been doing an excellent job reaching to the villages, highlighting those talents, bringing to the people, not only those talents benefit, but also people, learn from that. And your TV Karnataka is not biased. It's for all same. So you treat everything, see community, create nothing, no nationality. I would wish that News Karnataka, TV News Karnataka reach worldwide, make good progress, and help the people to project their talents and do good in the society.